Welcome on in to Cindy Certified Recipes. Today I'm making for you one of my favorite Disney-inspired spice rubs, just in time for barbecue season. But before we get to that, I'd sure like to ask your support for my channel in hitting that subscribe button, and then you can also hit that notification bell and you'll get first dibs on all my upcoming videos. So hold on to your hats and glasses because this is going to be one of the spiciest rubs in the wilderness. For this Disney-inspired rub, it's going to include 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of seasoning salt, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2.5 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 2 teaspoons of onion powder. So this spice rub is actually inspired by the Flame Tree Bbq at Animal Kingdom in Disney World. And some of you know this, some of you don't, is that we lived 6 to 7 miles, depending on which park at Disney World. We only lived just a few miles away, so close that their fireworks would rattle my windows. So, of course, we had annual passes, and we would go there just to eat at one of our favorite restaurants. And one of our favorite restaurants was the Flame Tree Bbq at Animal Kingdom. And as much as I've eaten there, I'm always playing with flavors and thinking I can improve on this. And so this is, that's why I say inspired, because there are a few minor changes, only because I think, I'm going to say it, mine's better. So on that note, we're going to start by just adding our ingredients that I showed earlier into the bowl and giving them a mix. So here goes the sugar and the seasoning salt, paprika, chili powder, black pepper, cumin, garlic salt, garlic powder, and onion powder. I love rubs because it's just this wonderful collection of seasoning, and it just makes the food taste really great. And this is just in time for barbecue season. Although I gotta say, I don't care if it's raining or snowing or what out, I'm out there at the barbecue. Give it a whisk, really good. And that's it. And then you just pour it in one of your favorite jars, and you can label it if you want. And then we're gonna go on to rubbing that onto some chicken and showing you what I do with it. But Flame Tree also has a barbecue sauce that I'm going to be showing you in a subsequent video. So, but let's get on to rubbing this on some chicken. So I'm here with a couple really nice chicken breasts. I'm going to show you how to apply the rub. And it's always best not to over apply. It's going to sit for a couple hours and get down in there. It specifically says in the recipe not to leave this on over 3 hours or overnight, because it'll make the meat tough. So 3 hours is the limit. So what I like to do first is just to brush a little bit, not too much, of olive oil on there, so all those spices stick really nice, and actually gives it a little more ability to get down into the meat. There we go. And now you're going to start applying your spices. Just start sprinkling it on there, and then you're going to rub it, because that's the point of spice rub. It's like a couple tablespoons per side if you're doing just like chicken breasts. All right, and now rub it in there. More is not necessarily better. That's all you need. Just get it on in there. Plus it's kind of fun. All right, and now this is going to sit for a couple hours. And I'm going to tell you some of the adjustments I made with the spice is there were extra amounts of garlic salt that Disney does, and I substituted half of that for garlic powder. And I thought, well, as you eat it, it's good, but in my opinion, it errs on the salty side. And when you're not walking around Disney humidity, you don't need that much salt. And it allows all the other flavors to shine through a little bit. And I will, in my description, show you and write and tell you what some of my changes were. So the basic elements are here, just some of the amounts I adjusted. Like I used a little extra black pepper because my husband and I really love black pepper, and just little adjustments there, here and there, that I thought made it to our tastes. And just as you can make it to your tastes, but the basic elements are there. So let's let this chicken sit now a couple hours, and we're gonna grill it up for you. So our chicken's been in the fridge for a couple hours, and I actually like to grill all my meats room temperature. I'm not saying I recommend it, but it's what I like to do, and I'm still around. So I'm gonna take my cling wrap off here and show you guys, it doesn't want to come off, what it looks like. And you can see it got a little juicy. It's what you want. All the juices are gonna still be in that chicken. And I got my barbecue all nice and hot out there. And I wanted to tell you, I wanted to add before I go out and cook these up, that once you have your spice in the jar, before you use it, shake it up, because there's some heavier elements like the pepper and the sugar that like to go down to the bottom. So before you use it, give it a good shake. And then go ahead and put it on your food. So we're gonna go outside and grill these up for you guys. I got my chicken off the grill. It's perfectly cooked to 165 interior temperature. I've been letting it rest here about 5 or 10 minutes, get all those juices redistributed throughout the meat. And this is what we have. Beautiful. Smells wonderful. Now, if you're familiar, and even if you're not, Disney, the Flame Tree Bbq actually smokes their food, the meat, their ribs. I don't have a smoker. One day I will, but right now I do not. And so grilling is my next best option. And I do promise you that I'm going to be making their sauce too, to show you their sauce with this. And so right now I'm going to take one out of here. They're very juicy, as you can see. I mean, there's tons of juice here. Cut into it. Show you that. Look at that. Imagine dipping that in their barbecue sauce. It's yummy. It's delicious just on the grill, so you can dip it in some of that juice. Makes the chicken nice and tender. Lovely. Smoked is the next level to make it just like them. But this is still a very good option. And it's a really good spice that you can use on anything. You could, I don't think I'd put it on fish, but I would definitely put it on ribs and burgers, even steaks. It would be a great option. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And you can help support me by hitting like and subscribe and share with your friends. And also you can check out my playlist. That's another great way of supporting me, is just by watching my playlists, and you'll also get some other great food ideas doing that. So I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you subscribing, and we'll see you next time on Cindy Certified Recipes. If it's time tested, top-notch ingredients, and the talk of the table, it's Cindy Certified.